Hello, welcome back. Welcome to my lamb shanks video. I cannot tell you how excited I am about this. For the fact that I could finally get some lamb shanks, they are so expensive, it's unreal. And for the fact that I can show you this awesome recipe. Now, I can't believe it, back in the day, it makes me sound old, doesn't it? We used to buy here in Australia big ass meat packs, so I like this, but big huge things, and you get one big leg of lamb roast in it, and you get all your different cuts of chops and that in it, and then underneath the bottom of it you get all your offcuts, which used to be these and the fat and all that, and we used to actually feed these to our dogs. Now they're like a delicacy, and it's really lucky if you can afford to get them. It's unbelievable, and they are so good, but we all in here, we get to suck all that beautiful meat off, and the dogs still get the bone. Alright, so I've got four nice juicy ones today. And the first thing I want to do is just dust them with a little bit of plain flour, just a little dust, because what this does is help it to thicken later down the track. So I cook my shanks in the oven. So I've got my oven preheated at 160 degrees Celsius because we're going to cook it really slow. Alright, so I'm getting a big deep dish oven tray I'm using because they won't fit in anything else, so I'm using this. So what we're going to do first is cook up the sauce and that in my big electric frying pan, and then we'll put it all in here to go in the oven. So you just got to work out with everything you've got. If you've got a big enough slow cooker, or I really wanted to do them in my camp oven, but they wouldn't fit in that either. Otherwise, this is a great way to do it if you've got big chunky ones and your slow cooker's too small. So yeah, preheat your oven 160 degrees Celsius. Get your big oven tray ready. Alright, the next thing we need is 3 sticks of celery, and we need 3 medium-sized carrots, but I've got 2.5 and they're pretty big, so that'll do anyway. We need 1 medium onion, so they're really little. We need fresh rosemary, some dried oregano, 400 gram can of diced tomatoes. We need chicken stock. We need some lovely red wine. This is my favourite wine, this. It's called Billy's Shadow, a Cabernet Sauvignon, blah, blah, blah. And I absolutely love it. It's only like 12 bucks a bottle. And the first one's a bit like, whoo, but then after that, mate, gets you rocking and rolling. Alright, so you need 5 cloves of garlic crushed, or as usual, I'm using my jar minced garlic, and we need some tomato paste. Besides that, a little bit of olive oil to cook in, and I think we've got everything. I've chopped up the rosemary, roughly 2 tablespoons, which was 1 sprig of it. Alright, so for the carrot, grated it, got that ready to go. Chopped up the onion ready to go. Now if you're doing the fresh garlic, crush that up and have it sitting in a bowl ready to go. And I've done the celery in really small pieces. That's how I like it, but you can do it in bigger pieces if you want, but you got to chop that up and get it ready to go. So now that everything's chopped that we need, we are ready to start cooking. So heat up our pan halfway, olive oil. We want to put our lamb shanks in. Now what we're doing is we're browning them. So I'm going to keep turning them around. Roughly, you only need to do it for about 6 minutes. Oh baby, life's so good at the minute. How awesome is this to be able to feed your family something awesome like this? Alright, so I'll brown this side for about 3 minutes, and then I'll turn it over and brown the other side for 3 minutes. So 6 minutes later, see we've got a bit of colour on them. That's all we need. Bang them in our oven dish, and let's keep going. Alright, leave those awesome juices in there. Just a little bit more olive oil. Throw in our onion, your crushed garlic, or 5 heaped teaspoons of the jar one, celery, the carrot. Alright, now we're just going to cook that for a couple of minutes, just to get the onion a little translucent, literally 3 minutes. Now we want to add 3 cups of red wine. And it is really important to cook your red wine down. So basically, we're going to bring it up to a boil and boil it for a few minutes just to cook it out. Oh, mate. Can of tomatoes goes in. Give that a good mix up. Let it do its thing and come back up to the boil as we add everything. So we get the normal spoons we would use every day, and I'm going to use 2 heaped of tomato paste. No, I'll make it 3. I'll write the recipe below for you guys as well. Mix that in really good. 2 cups of stock. I'll cook this out with the wine now, and then after, if we need to, we can add a little bit once we put it in the oven dish. So 2 cups of chicken stock I like using. You can use beef stock if you want, I just find it really salty. Chicken stock's just light and it's beautiful for everything. 2 teaspoons of the dried oregano. Mix it all really well. Let it boil away for about 3-4 minutes. So we can cook that as soon as it comes up to the boil, let it go. Say 3 minutes once it starts boiling, so we can cook out the wine. Oh, this smells frigging amazing. I bloody love cooking. Freaking awesome. Especially things like this. Once you've done all this and it goes in the oven, for a good, well, it depends, between 2 and 3 hours, depending on your oven and how slow or fast you want to cook it. I love the 160, they come out just smashing like that. But yeah, once you've done this part and you got it in, and I love doing it with mashed potato, so I will like get them already in a saucepan for later down the track. And then all you have to do is check it later, and then when it's about an hour off being ready, chuck your spuds on. All the hard work's already done, you have plenty of time to clean up, you can enjoy the meal with your family, it's awesome. Alright, I'll let that go for 3 minutes when it starts boiling. Just make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Oh, the salt and pepper, of course. Always something in there. Alright, I like a lot of pepper, but you can do, it's to taste. And with the salt, I don't do much at all. I'm not really keen on the salt. A lot of people will put salt on their food when it's ready, so there's no point putting too much. I think the only thing I really put lots of salt in is the mashed potato, mate. Right, as soon as this has been doing it for 3 minutes, I'm going to pour it all over our shanks. Oh, the shanks. Well, I hope you can see that properly. I've had to put it down a bit from the camera so it doesn't fog it up. Once you pour it in, just pull all your veggies and that around and get them all mixed in with the juice. Oh, mate. Well, yeah, this is going to be awesome. Okay, because that's up near the top, I'm going to sit it on a cookie tray, so if any does happen to spill over, it won't make a massive mess in our, alright, cover them in the oven. Cover them a little bit. Oh yeah. Alright, now we need alfoil, and we really need to seal it really well. If you've got a big like cooking thing that you're using with a lid, use the lid. But if you're doing it like this, alfoil works just as good, mate. Alright, so make sure we seal it in really well. And then in the oven she goes, and I'm not going to touch it for an hour and a half. In an hour and a half time, I'll come back and show you how it's going and what we do next. But yeah, if you're going to have mash with it, just get it all ready. That way it's so easy after, you can just turn it on and... yeah, baby! See you in an hour and a half. Steaming it up. It's been an hour and a half and they look absolutely amazing. So I'm going to very gently turn them over. I might end up fogging your screen up. I'm going to turn them all over. Mix all the stuff in a bit more. Now we're going to put them back in the oven for an hour. And with no alfoil on this time, alright? And in half an hour, we're going to turn them one more time gently. Okay? So no alfoil, back in for an hour. In half hour's time, we turn them all. They have just come along beautifully. Alright, now I'm going to put my spuds on. So in an hour's time, everything will be ready together. We'll get them ready to put on. Oh, look. See you in an hour. Alrighty, 10 minutes to go. Spuds are almost ready. Now we've got to get a thickener ready. So I like using the Maggi rich gravy mix, but you can use whatever instant gravy you've got. Now I've got 1 cup of water in there, in a jug, and I'm going to use 2 heaped spoonfuls of the gravy mix, 1 heaped spoonful of corn flour. Mix it really, really well and set it aside for a minute. Now I've also chopped up some parsley to put over the top, and I've also chopped some lemon up because we sprinkle a little bit of lemon over there. Well, that's a little woggy thing in there. It's not hot, it's yummy. So yeah, if you can, get some lemon and some parsley. Get our mix ready, and as soon as it comes out, we will finish it off. Oh, it smells so good. Ooh, check this thing of beauty out, mate. Doesn't it look fantastic? Alright, now I'm going to very carefully get the shanks out and just sit them on a different tray. Now we might get lucky, it might still be hot enough to thicken it with our thickener. If not, we tip it back into our frying pan and we'll thicken it up that way. Oh, please don't break on me. I'm trying to keep them whole. They're a hard thing to make look pretty, but we'll try. Oh my gosh. At least we know they taste absolutely amazing. Alright, I'm just going to try and put the thickener in there. I don't think it will work because it really does have to be actually boiling. I'll put half in. Give it a mix up. Yeah, there's no way. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to tip it back into our frying pan. And we're going to crank it up so it's boiling its guts out. And going to keep stirring it like this in there until it thickens right up. I'm trying to make it so you're not fogged up, but I guess you're going to be. Alright, so I've got it nice and thick. That's just beautiful, like a normal gravy would be. And we're going to carefully put them back in there. And we're going to let them soak in that with it turned off while we get our mash ready. And then we're going to serve up. So I'll sit them in here and then I'll get a spoon and cover it over with the stuff. Oh mate, this one will not disappoint if you love your lamb shanks. I love this. Spoon. Let it soak it up. Oh yeah. Alright, and then I'll leave them like that while I get my mash and everything ready. Mate, check this little beauty out. Oh my god, it smells amazing in here. Alright, it's swallowed up the mashed potato. There's a big wad of mashed potato on there, but the lamb shanks are huge. First thing we do once we put it on there is sprinkle lemon over. Don't ask me why, it just works and it's perfect. If you don't have it, it's not a deal breaker, but if you got it, sprinkle it over. Alrighty, a bit of our sauce over. Look at this, my friends. What a thing of beauty. Sprinkle a little bit of parsley. Mate, boom. There's your shank. Yum. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves an awesome night. I'll be back. Bye.